Okay, so welcome everyone. This is Premier Chess Winter Camp, Winter Break Camp, December 2020. This is week 2, day 4. This is the morning session, and so we will be continuing our discussion of king hunts. And then, if we finish up, which I think we will, we're gonna do some more cool miniatures. So Aaron wasn't here yesterday. So if everyone can explain what is a king hunt, somebody explain what is a king hunt. So remember, so best thing is to
What kind of hand should we raise?
best thing
Like
is to
real hand?
hold on.
Or
Best thing is to digitally raise your hand. So let's see, Edward first. What do you think?
Um, a king hunt is like hunting down the kings with checks.
Hunting down the king, yeah, you're basically sacrificing, you're checking a lot, you're trying to attack the king as much as possible. Don't let him escape, don't let him retreat, right? Good. Say again?
And checkmate him.
And eventually, hopefully you can checkmate him, yeah, hopefully. Okay, good. Okay, so all right, so now this next example. So we looked at a bunch of examples last week, a couple examples of from the 1800s, so like 150 years ago, a long time ago. And this example actually is from this year, 2020. And Magnus Carlsen is black, and Ian Nepomniachtchi is white. So these are two top super grandmasters. And my question is, it's I believe that black just played pawn to g6, attacking the knight. So now my question is, what do you think is white's best move here? So remember, raise your hand digitally, and I'll call on you that way. It's easier. What do you think is white's best move here? Anybody have an idea?
Like rook takes h7.
Okay, so let's see. Rook takes h7, king takes, and now what?
H4.
h4. Not quick enough.
How does this not work?
Not quick enough. There's
No, it does work. It does work.
not quick enough. Okay, Daniel. No. Raise your hand just once, just once. Just once, Daniel. Just once. Okay.
Can you go to the?
Okay, so Daniel, what do you say here, Daniel?
Can you like go to the starting position?
Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. What do you think?
Knight h6 check.
Knight h6. Okay. Knight h6 check. King. Let's say king goes to g7. And now what? What's the follow-up?
Knight f5 check.
Knight f5. So we're just repeating moves. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to draw, right? We want to win. So what do you think? We need a stronger.
Wait, why?
Say again?
Or can't he take the knight on f5?
No, it's white's move here. It's white's move here.
Oh. No, I mean before he went king back, can he take the knight?
So let's see. So if knight h6, king g7, knight f5, he could take the knight, but then the problem is this queen is going to come down and threaten a lot of things, right? Mate on h7. So what do you think? So yeah, so taking the knight would not
What
really.
about rook h8 here?
Okay. So hold on. So yeah. So here, let's see. Here. Rook h8. Yeah. Maybe let's see here. Check.
King
check.
there.
Yeah. I mean, this actually looks pretty good for black. Black is pretty safe here, right? There's not an easy way for white to break through. So yeah, so for that reason, knight to h6 is not that strong of a move. So we need a stronger.
Is it a quiet move?
Is it a quiet move?
Yeah.
Do you guys need a hint? Everybody need a hint? Luke, do you have an idea? You have your hand raised.
No, wait, I just need a bit to think.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
What about
this might seem a bit. I had one idea, but I doubt this is it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the queen sacrifice on h5, but I don't think that's it.
Queen h5.
Yeah, no, that's
Take the
not.
queen.
Yeah, that's
And
not definitely not it. But
it's hard to follow up with that. So, okay. Anybody else? Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's a quiet
Wait.
move. It's a quiet
wait,
move.
bishop, white bishop to c4.
Bishop c4. All right. Maybe he can go d5 and now block the bishop. Right?
Yeah. I was thinking
Right.
pinning that pawn could do something.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah. So
yeah.
what else? Anybody else? Any ideas?
Oh, I have one last idea, which is bishop to d3.
Bishop to d3.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right.
I go.
So again, actually, you know what? Bishop d3, he can just go here. Bishop takes, right? And now black is doing pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Black's doing pretty good. It's hard to break through there. All right, so any other ideas?
Queen a4.
So remember, it's raise your hand digitally. It's a little bit easier. So digitally raise your hand. Everybody know how to do that, right?
No.
Everybody know how to digitally raise your hand? Yeah. Okay, Luke.
Not really.
Queen g4.
There's a button you can do to digitally raise your hand. Queen where?
Queen g4.
Queen g4. Queen g4 is the move that Nepomniachtchi played. Now, why does that work? Why did he do Queen g4? What do you think? What is that preparing to do? Yeah, Daniel.
He's preparing to go to h6 to check.
To
his knight.
h3, you mean?
No. His knight?
Knight to h6? No.
Because then he can take on d7, can't he?
Take on f7, you mean?
No, d7, the knight.
Oh, take on e7 and then you mean take the knight, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's if you want to win material, but remember these are the theme is king hunts, right? We're trying to hunt the king. So the goal is to get in the king, right? So queen g4 is the correct answer because what he's trying to do is line up his queen and rook, make a battery, and try to break through that way. You see that? Everybody see that? So that's the idea behind queen g4, right? So then Carlsen goes knight c5, trying to reposition his knight to e6 and offer more protection here, something like that. And then we have queen h3, right? Now he's lining up. You see his pieces along the h file, very powerful. Okay. Now black tries to close down the king side. What do you think best move is here? Best move here. What do you think? Anybody have an idea? What do you think?
Wait, look.
So Aaron, do you know how to digitally raise your hand? So there should be a button. Look on the Zoom. Are you on a laptop or an iPad?
Laptop.
Yeah, so there should be a button there where you can digitally raise your hand. It just says, I don't know, how does it look to everybody? Is it like
No, you have to go to participants.
yeah,
and
go
then
to
there's
participant. Yeah.
Or if you have the new type of Zoom, go to reaction.
Go to reactions and then press raise hand.
Yeah.
It's the new type of Zoom.
Yeah. So I don't know which type you have, Aaron, but there should be there should be a way there. Okay, so Aaron, what do you think? What do you think is the best move here for white?
Bishop e2.
Bishop e2. Okay, so maybe you want to sacrifice the bishop here and then break through that way. Okay, good. But I think that's a little bit too slow because now you're giving black a chance to break through this way. Take, and now he's doing pretty good. Black's doing pretty good here. All right. So Luke, yeah, what do you
I
think?
think it was rook sack on h5. But wait below. Wait, when it like in this position, rook
Yeah.
sack on h5.
Yeah, rook takes. Yeah, so remember when you're attacking the king, you don't want to give your opponent any chance to come back. You don't want to give as much as possible any slow moves or quiet moves. You want strong attacking moves. So rook takes h5, removes the pawn shelter around the king. Okay. Then knight e6. Now what do you think? What do you think best move is here for white? What do you guys think? So now look how open the king is. King is very open, right? Now we need to continue our attack. What do you guys think?
g6.
So who said g6?
Me.
Who's me? That's why you raise your hand because
Sorry for calling out. That was
yeah.
my fault. But
yeah.
Luke.
Okay, Luke. Okay, so Luke says g6. Very good. That's a strong move that he played. G6. What is he threatening with g6? He's threatening something immediately. What is he threatening with g6? Edward, what do you think?
Checkmate.
Yeah, he's threatening checkmate on where?
H7.
H7. Queen H7 is checkmate right here. So he's forced to take here, and now queen takes g6 check. King H7. Okay, now what do we do next? Let's hear from Daniel. What do you think, Daniel? What do you think, Daniel? We need a strong move here. Anybody? No? Luke, what do you think? Strong move here.
This is a bit quiet, but bc4.
Bishop c4. Okay. Okay. Maybe he will. Let's see. I mean, he could always just block this way. Yeah, that might be the strongest move.
I keep on forgetting he has that blocking move.
Yeah, that's a very important blocking move. Okay, so
What about queen takes?
okay, hold on. No, you gotta raise your hand. Edward, what do you think?
Bishop H6.
Bishop H6. All right, let's go back. Okay. So, Bishop H6. Okay. Let's say he goes. Let's see. I think he has this move here. Yeah, he has that move. I mean, he can take the knight, but we need a little bit stronger. Don't give your opponent chances to make moves. We need strong moves here. So, what do you think? Queen takes g6, king h8. We need strong moves. Erin, what do you think?
I think queen takes a horse.
So queen takes e6, right?
Yeah.
E6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so queen takes e6 again. Don't give your opponent chances to come back. So that's kind of a quiet move, even though it's true that it does win a knight. But remember, we're not going for winning material here. We're going for checkmate, right? Because remember, white already sacrificed a rook, right? So we're already down material. So we don't want to try to win material. We want to try to checkmate. So
If you do that, then they would probably take the knight with their rook, and then they're completely fine.
yeah, maybe he'll do that. Yeah, and maybe something like that. And now it's equal, right? Now white's only winning by 2 pawns, right? So yeah, and then there's chances for black to come back. So we don't want to give black chances, right? So we need something stronger than queen takes e6. What do you think, Daniel? Any other ideas?
I don't have any other ideas.
All right. Let me hear from Darren. I haven't heard from Darren. What do you think, Darren? Any ideas you have?
I'm thinking about bishop. I'm thinking about maybe bishop to c5, pinning the pawn.
Bishop c5. Oh, bishop.
Wait,
No,
what about?
I mean
what about
c3, bishop c3.
Oh, bishop c3.
H6?
Okay, hold on. Let's look at bishop c3. Doesn't really do much. Let me think here. Yeah. Maybe he's just going to protect the knight here. You know, something like that. So okay. So anybody else? Luke, what do you think?
Queen h6 check.
Yeah. So queen h6 check. Why is that the best move? Anybody can see why that's the best move?
I see the king is forced back.
King is forced back, and now what can you do?
Bishop c4. Oh, now you have bishop c4, the quiet move.
No.
He keeps on.
You keep
Now you
forgetting
can
about
take
that.
the knight with check. Now you can take the knight
Yes,
with check.
exactly. So the reason that we insert queen h6 check, now we pushing the king back onto g8 so that we can take the knight with check, right? Big difference, right? Big difference of taking the knight. Big difference of taking the knight now because it's not check, right? So make sure that it's check. Why not? You know, take pieces with check. So good, very good. There, then he goes rook. He's actually forced to do rook f7. Why?
Because if he doesn't, then
If he goes king, he can go king h8 or king h7. They both end the same way, right? So there's mate in 2. Everybody see it?
Yeah,
Oh,
queen
Luke.
h6,
Yeah.
check, and then he has to go to g8, and then we just do g7 check. Right?
Yeah. So that's forced mate in 2. So therefore, he's forced to block with the rook. So now what do we do here? What do you guys think? What do you think?
knight h6 check.
Good. Knight h6 check. Good. Double checking the king and the rook and winning the rook. Very good. King h7. Now what do we do?
Now we take the rook for free.
Good. Take the rook with check. Very good. Very important to take the rook with check. King h8. Okay. Now what do we do?
Now you do
What do we do now?
knight back to f5.
I think that's probably too slow. Maybe he can block this way, right? Yeah. So we need something a little stronger than that. The knight's pretty good here. Don't move the knight. He's controlling g8, and f7. So he's pretty good location for the knight. So let's bring in more pieces to the attack. What do you think?
Bishop d3.
Yeah, bishop d3 automatically threatens mate on h7, right? Very
And-
good. There's only one way to block it. There's
Which-
actually 2 ways, but one good way.
Bishop e4.
No, that's the bad way. Then you just lose the bishop for nothing.
Oh.
So there's
Queen. Wait, not queen.
there's only one good way to block this, which is what?
Which is pawn to e4.
E4. And now what can white do? Deliver the strong finish to this game. How do you finish off black?
Bishop to c3 checkmate.
Yes. So always remember that every move. Say
It's
again?
not checkmate. It's not checkmate.
No, it's not checkmate, but you're gonna win a lot of material.
Yeah.
So remember, every move creates a new puzzle, right? Every position is a new puzzle. You must, exactly what Evan said this morning. You must analyze every position with fresh eyes, right? Every move creates a different weakness, right? So always reevaluate the position after every move, right? So e4 blocks the bishop, but however, it opens up this long a1 to h8 diagonal. The bishop comes over, bishop c3. There's only one way to block. Take bishop f6. Take here. He's forced to do that, and it's going to be mate very soon anyway. Okay, everybody see that?
Wait, he can just take the knight there, though.
Yeah, he can take the knight.
What do you mean?
Well, you said that.
Actually, you know what? It's going to be mate. Actually, you don't even have to take the queen. You can just go mate here.
Okay.
Right? Everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good job. Okay. Good. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see. Everybody like that one? That's actually one game. You don't see very few games. You don't see very many games where Magnus Carlsen is losing, but this is one game where he lost.
Yeah, I
He
mean, because
hasn't played that well recently.
he was playing that Russian dude.
Oh, really?
Norway versus Russia. Ian.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is this is also another
Was
king.
knocked out the Athens Masters too.
So this is also another king hunt by Prince Dadian versus Kolish in 1885, long time ago. So this is white to move. So what do you think best move is here for white? So we're trying to do a king hunt against the king on c8. How do we get this king? What do you think? Best move for white here. So Luke, what do you think?
There's people everywhere search the bottom.
Oh wait, never mind. I was thinking pawn b6 worked, but then he can just push.
Okay. Oh, wait. So if you go pawn d6 or b6, you said he can push where?
He can push his c pawn.
Okay, so if he pushes a c pawn, what's the best move here for white?
Oh wait, yeah, it is pawn c6. B6.
And then now we take here. Now we're threatening to get a new queen, right?
Yeah.
And he will get a new queen. There's no way to stop it. So actually, pawn, b6 is the correct move. It looks kind of weird because both pawns can take, right? Why would you do that? So basically, what Prince Dadian is doing is he's sacrificing a pawn for to open lines, basically, right? So black responds with a takes b6, and now what do you think? Best move
Bishop
here?
takes pawn. I was thinking.
Bishop takes pawn. I think that's not necessary to sacrifice your bishop so soon. So we need a better move. What do you think? What do you guys think? We want to open up lines, right? Open up lines for the king against the black king. What do you think?
Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. Dang it. I think I see an idea later though.
Anybody see any ideas? Darren, what do you think?
Bishop takes b6.
Okay, hold on. Okay, bishop takes b6. No, again, I think it's too soon to sacrifice pieces.
I think I know it actually. This
What do you
is
think?
really subtle.
What do you think?
A5.
Yeah, a5. Open up. You want to open up your rooks, right? Open up lines for the rooks,
And
right?
then after that, you're threatening. If he takes, then you're threatening to sack your bishop. I think.
Okay. So yeah. So b takes a5, and now what do you think? Best move here?
Rook takes.
So yeah, rook takes is the obvious move. However, Prince Dadian did not do rook takes a5. Instead, he chose to activate his other rook, rook fb1. Okay. Now, black. Now he's putting pressure on b7. Now black should have played bishop c6 to reinforce b7 and prevent any sacrifices, but unfortunately he did not. He played knight c6. So now what can we do? What do you think he did?
Bishop a6.
Okay, bishop a6 is one possibility. Not as strong though, because maybe he can block with something like that, so create some complications. So instead, Prince Dadian chose to sacrifice his rook. Rook takes b7. Open up lines to the king, right? Open up lines. King takes b7, and now how do you continue with the attack? What do you think? How do you continue with the attack? Luke?
Now I think it's bishop to a6.
Now it's bishop to a6, right? Bishop to a6. King goes back to a8. Now what do you think he did? What do you think he did?
Queen to... Wait, no, that's too slow.
What do you think?
Oh, did he sack his bishop?
He sacked his bishop. He sacked his bishop. He's sacking so many pieces. He sacked his rook, and now he's sacking his bishop, right? And all to expose the king, draw the king out. King b7. Actually, that was also what we call a clearance sacrifice. He wants to clear the way for his queen to come in the game. right? So now we do queen b5 check. Okay, king c8. Now, what do you think? Best move here for white? Edward, what do you think?
Rook B1.
Rook b1. So I think that's a little bit too slow. Now you're giving him a chance to escape, right? So you don't want to give black a chance to escape. So what do you think? What do you think here? Brian, what do you think?
I think you can go queen a6 check.
Yeah,
and
queen
then
a6
king-
is good. Queen a6 draws the king back
b8,
away.
and then bishop a7.
Okay, so now what comes after king b8?
Wait. No, you should do rook b1.
Oh, rook b1. Okay, so rook b1 is also a good move. However, again, black can delay. He can delay and cause complications, kind of. Actually, you know what? No, he would probably have to sacrifice his queen, because if he does this, it'd be mate in 2 moves. Anybody see mate in 2 moves here?
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
do bishop
Queen
a7.
A7.
Queen a7 and then queen a8 is mate, right? So for that reason, he would probably maybe even sacrifice his queen, I mean, it would still be 1 for white, but not as quickly, right? So a little bit quicker win.
How about bishop b7 a7?
Okay, so if we go
Oh, wait,
bishop
no, the
a7,
knight
we're gonna lose
knight
our
just
bishop. Yeah. So we need another move. What do you think? What else? What do you think he did?
Wait, is it rook x b a5?
Yes, rook takes a5. Very nice move. He's threatening mate in 1 move, which is what? Where?
Oh.
Mate in 1. Where?
Queen a8.
Queen a8 is mate. Very good. So and if the knight takes, that now what do we do?
Queen a7, queen a8.
Queen a7, queen a8. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. So you see how many pieces he sacrificed. He sacrificed both of his rooks and he sacrificed his bishop. Right? So he did a lot of sacrifices, all
That's
for
13 points.
the king hunt. Say again?
That's 13 points.
13 points. He sacrificed a lot of pieces. So as you can see, when the goal is the king, nothing is nothing is more important than the king hunt. All right. So let's look at some miniatures. So here, this is a game in 1897, a while ago, 123 years ago, played by Feindrich and Steinitz. Who's Steinitz? Anybody know?
Yeah, his I think his first name
First
is
world champion of chess.
Yeah, Steinitz is the first world champion, right? And who is the first unofficial world champion? Darren.
Paul Morphy.
Paul Morphy is the first unofficial world champion. There's a movie on his life. Did anybody see the movie? It's called The Opera Game. Anybody see it? I think it's about Paul Morphy's life.
No, but I made a YouTube video about that game.
Oh, about that game?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, cool. Can you post your post the video in the chat? Yeah, that'd be cool. All right. So wait, who said that made a YouTube video?
I think it was Leo that said that.
Was that Leo? Okay, cool.
Yeah, Leo.
Okay.
Yeah, Leo.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Leo.
Yeah, post that link. Okay. All right, cool. So let's look at this game. Steinitz is black here. Okay, so let's see. This is a miniature. This is an example of a miniature. So what is a miniature? Just because Aaron wasn't here last week. How can you define a miniature? So anybody, give me a definition of a miniature. What is that? Darren, yeah.
A quick game.
Yeah, miniature is a very quick game. And usually it's less than 30 moves, or a miniature is less than 30 moves. Sometimes it's less than 20. Sometimes it's even less than 10 moves. Okay, so this is a miniature. So let's see how this went on. All right. So
I once had a 450 move game, and it ended up to a draw.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an example of not a miniature.
Yeah.
Okay, e4, e5. Bishop c4. Okay. Ooh. So look, some exciting moves here already. All right. So he's sacrificing. So he's sacrificing some a pawn here. He's not immediately taken back for an advantage in development, right? So knight takes. Okay. So he sacrificed one pawn already. Okay. Okay. Black has a nice center here. All right. Let's see how this went on. Ooh, very nice move. So now it looks like this bishop on c4 is free, right? What do you guys think? Is the bishop free?
No.
Is the bishop free? What if black takes the bishop? Now then what?
Queen takes checkmate.
Yeah, queen takes d8 checkmate, right? Checkmate because the bishop is pinned to the king. Very good, very good. All right, awesome. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so he blocks that threat. Now the bishop moves. Queen a5, king b1, knight bd7, knight e5. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, so we're getting to the position here. Queen c7. So knight b5 is. So do you think white made a mistake? Is he hanging his rook? What do you think? What do you guys
No.
No.
think? What if black takes the rook? What happens then?
Bishop to f4.
Bishop to f4. Okay. Well, even stronger than that. What do you think?
Knight takes
I think A7.
Knight takes a.
Yeah, knight takes a7. Okay, so now let's say what if black goes to d7? Now what? can
Now
white-
bishop to b5 check,
Bishop b5 check,
and
now
then you pin him.
and then yeah, so basically he's anticipating that the king's gonna go on this dark square diagonal, and will be lost with bishop f4 pin, right? So so knight takes, and of course if the king goes anywhere here, you can pin him. You can pin the queen immediately, right? Very good, very good. Okay. So yeah, basically that is the game. and then black just resigned after this because no point going on after you lose your queen in such a miserable way. Okay. All right. Let me just see. Anybody know how much time we have left? Let me see. Hold on.
We have an hour and 24 minutes.
Well, I mean for the lesson. Hold on.
Like 15 minutes.
23
minutes?
23 minutes.
Yeah, it's 23 minutes.
Okay. All right. Good. Sorry. So let's go over another one. Another let's see. Another miniature here. All right. Yeah, I know. I see some of you in your games. You guys play miniatures as well, but sometimes it doesn't always end in checkmate. Sometimes your opponent resigns prematurely, which is not a good idea. Why is that not a good idea to resign prematurely? Why is that not a good idea? What do you guys think? Yeah, Luke.
Once my opponent resigned after I took a free pawn.
Really?
Because you could have counterplay that makes it not lead the checkmate.
Yeah, so he was all castled. I had my bishop aiming on the h7 square and my rook aiming on the h7 square. I took it with my rook and then he just resigned.
Well,
It was
I
so
think the shortest game I had was, I think it was against Advix.
Oh,
So
yeah?
I forked his knight and giving check to his king, and he decided to resign.
Our shortest game is probably the 4-move checkmate.
Yeah.
You did a 4-move checkmate?
Oh yeah, once I did a 2-move checkmate. I did a 2-move checkmate one time.
Uh-huh.
You did the fool's mate? The fool's mate, really?
2-move checkmates are really hard to pull off since they're only mistakes beginners make. Like how moving.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
fool's
Okay.
mate?
So
Or maybe an
Edward, do you have a
ultra
question?
My longest game ever, I had 130 moves.
Nice. 130 moves. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's look at this game. This game, yeah, Luke, you have a question?
About your topic, you shouldn't resign prematurely because you could have defense that makes it so it doesn't lead to checkmate. And you also want to make sure your opponent actually knows what he's doing.
Exactly. Good point. Good point. So many kids assume that their opponents know how to win. Not all kids know how to win. Okay, so some kids think that the goal of chess is to capture all your pieces. That is not the goal of chess. The goal of chess is checkmate, right? So if you resign prematurely, maybe your opponent doesn't even know how to win the position. Maybe they don't even know how to checkmate.
There was a link.
Or maybe they're going to what do you call it? Mess up or lose their queen. So many times my kids, when they play each other, one of them resigns prematurely, but then when I tell them to keep going, then they, the one who's winning makes a mistake, and then the other one wins. So anything can happen in chess. Do not resign prematurely. Make your opponent prove that they can beat you. You have to say, prove to me that you can win, right? And also, when you're losing, don't make it easy, right? Make it as hard as possible. Be an annoying player. Okay? Be annoying, right? Make it difficult. Okay. Always lay traps for your opponent. Okay.
No, like
Uh,
never do that.
Luke, oh, Aaron, you have a question?
No, never mind.
Okay. Luke, you have a question?
No.
No? Edward, question? No. Okay. All right. So let's look at another miniature here. So this is between this is 1947 Moscow, Yuri Rusakov versus Boris Verlinsky in Moscow. Let's see how this game went on. Okay. All right. Take. So instead of taking back, which is what most kids would do, he went all out and attack. E5. D takes C3. E takes F6. and now C takes B3. So now he's threatening to capture the rook and get a new queen. Okay, so now he says Queen E2. So now I'm going to fork king and pawn and win back the pawn. What do you think Black did in this position? What do you think Black did in this position?
I think he blocked with his knight or bishop, but who knows? He could have blocked with his queen.
Well, what do you think? Tell me.
I think he blocked with his bishop, actually.
Let's see, bishop. Okay, so bishop, then the game will just kind of continue. And actually, maybe even, the game will just continue like that. Okay, so nothing special. What else? Anything else? Anybody else? What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Black with the knight.
Black resigned?
Huh?
Black resigned?
No, Black did not resign here. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Black won this game. Isn't that funny?
I thought White would win. He looks so much better.
I know. White does look better. Again, okay, this is a good example of do not resign so quickly if you think you're in a losing position. What do you think? Best move for Black here. What do you think? What do you guys think?
I think I know. You block with the queen.
You got to raise your hand. I don't know who's talking. So Brian, remember, raise your hand digitally. Block with the queen. Yeah, this is an amazing move. Block with the queen. Why does that work, right? Because the idea is he wants to capture this B2 pawn, right? So Black says, I'm not going to let you capture the B2 pawn because I'm going to get a new queen with and winning the rook at the same time. Therefore, I'm going to sacrifice my queen. So he takes here, and then what do you think the next move is here for Black? What do you think? Best move here.
Bishop X pawn. No, wait, no. Just promote to a queen.
Just promote to a queen.
Okay, so if you promote to a queen now, that's good too. Now he White's gonna promote, take the bishop, and now let's say he goes something like here. So now let's look at the position. Who's winning? Let's say it's White or Black is winning by the exchange, and 3 pawns. So black is definitely winning, but it's going to be a little bit longer for black to win, right? So even better than taking the rook immediately. What do you guys think? Brian, what do you think?
I know. Bishop G7.
Yeah, bishop G7. So he takes the time to get his bishop out of the way, protect the pawn, and make sure that he becomes a new queen. And so guess what? He saves his bishop, and he's going to take the rook anyway. So and black king is very interesting. He's very safe behind this pawn shield. It's kind of interesting position. The black king is safe.
Not his pawn shield.
Not his pawn shield. Yeah, the opponent's pawn shield. Sometimes, yeah, actually, you know what? That's a good thing to mention too. That sometimes your opponent's pawns can make a good pawn shield around you. So
Did White resign?
so now here, white resigned because what's going to happen? It doesn't matter what he does. This rook will be lost, and then let's say he goes here. This rook will be lost, and now let's review the position again. So this is so now it's basically the same thing as before, except the only difference is that we saved our bishop, which is nice, right? So yeah, so this is a much stronger position for black, and so therefore white resigned here. So yeah, pretty interesting turn of events, right? It looks like white was winning, and then black found a saving grace, which was queen e7, which white did not anticipate. So yeah, all right, good job. Any questions on that? Are you good? All right, cool. Okay, let's go on. Yeah, what time? Hold on.
Can we go back for a stretch break?
Yeah, I mean, usually. Well, I think they're gonna close. I think they're gonna close the breakout rooms when it's over. So if it's not closed, then I guess we can go on. Is everybody good? Okay, everybody's okay. Okay, good. Okay. So let's look at another one. This is again Prince Dadian versus Kreutz, 1883 in Odessa. So long time ago game. Okay, I'm just gonna have you guys guess. Since it's 1883, what opening do you think they played?
Mama, wen rufst du an?
King's Gambit.
King's
Aaron,
Gambit.
Aaron, you gotta put
King's
yourself on mute, Aaron.
The King's Gambit.
King's Gambit. Good guess. All right, let's see.
Why was King's Gambit so popular back then?
Oh, they loved it. It was so exciting. Such exciting chess. E45, F4. Okay. So now black, this is one variation where black tries to maintain his extra pawn. Okay. G4. And now anybody know the name of this gambit? What's the name of that gambit?
Elephant Gambit.
No. What's the name of this gambit?
Something Gambit.
Something Gambit. Yeah. It is something Gambit. But what is it?
Yes.
What is it called? Anybody? Nobody? The Muzio Gambit. Muzio Gambit. So here, you're not only sacrificing your F pawn, you're also sacrificing a knight. So why does he sacrifice a knight? What is he trying to do?
Get a ton of initiative.
Yeah, he's getting initiative, and he's getting firepower, and he's also protecting his king, right? So very powerful position for white here. Queen F6, E5. Okay, trying to even gambit another pawn, trying to open up the black king. B3. Now look at this. He did this on purpose. Isn't this an interesting move? He's baiting the queen away from the center. He's saying, please take my rook so that I have free access to your king.
He's gambiting too much.
He's gambiting the knight. He gambits 2 pawns, and he's gambiting the rook, right? But do you think?
Wait. Ow.
Do you think black took the rook? What do you guys think?
No.
No, you did not take the rook. Yeah, Joshua, you have a question?
Was this game anti-chess?
It looks like anti-chess, right? It was not anti-chess, no. So the queen did not take the rook. Bishop H6.
I thought it was anti-chess. It was anti-chess, and the queen was taking the rook.
Exactly. Okay, so
I have a question.
Bishop H6. Yeah.
Before white moved B3, couldn't he just gone rook E1?
You mean rook e1 now?
Yeah.
No. Why?
Giving away a free roll.
Unprotected.
Oh
No,
no!
yeah.
Oh my god.
No good.
No.
No good. And now this is going to be horrible for black. Sorry, for white, because now we have now white's going to be, or black's going to be ahead of a rook and a knight. So that's no good. We don't want to trade pieces. Don't want to allow our opponent to trade pieces, right? So okay. So b3, b3, and baiting the queen to take the rook. Of course, black does not take. He goes bishop h6, and then white insists. He says, okay. Yeah, he says, okay, he insists, please take something. So he goes bishop b2. He says, please take my bishop. Right? So he's insisting.
Giving and he's giving everything.
Yeah, he's insisting that he takes his piece. He wants to get the queen out of the center. So the queen says, "Fine, I'll take your bishop." So queen takes b2. Okay, now what do you think is a good move for white? What do you think? Brian, what do you think? What do you think, Brian?
Oh, now check?
Good move for white. Okay, so check is a good move, but that's not what he did here. That is a good move though. What else? What else?
I was looking at trapping the queen, but that's not possible.
I was looking at bishop x f7, but it doesn't work. Bishop x f7. But I
Yeah.
don't think it works.
Yeah. Only the queen can really get there. So, okay. So anybody else? Edward, what do you think?
Rook e1, check.
All right. So yeah. So that's what I think someone else said that rook e1. Okay. That's good.
I
That's
said
good. But remember, what's the reason? What's the reason that we sacrifice the bishop here? What's the reason?
To get the queen off the center.
To get the queen out of the center. So now, white says, I want to make sure the queen doesn't come back. So,
Oh, knight c3.
I think I know. Queen d5.
Knight c3.
yeah. Queen, knight c3. So knight c3, he's making sure the queen does not re-enter the game. Right?
Black resign?
Say again?
The black resign.
No, black didn't resign yet. So let's continue. Let's see what happened here. So knight c3. Now we have queen h5, threatening mate, or just threatening taking the pawn here. Okay, f7.
Why can't you go queen d5?
Queen c5. You mean queen d5 here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have done
Or
that
does
too.
both work?
That's
Both
possible.
work. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I was
possible
just
too.
curious.
Yeah, it's possible. So you went queen h4, h5. Queen takes c2, trying to get his queen back in the game. Now we check king rook a to e8. Okay. King d8, and now what do you think is a good move here for white? What do you think? What do you think? So remember, raise your hand digitally. What do you think? So you see Joshua.
Queen takes on f7.
Queen takes f7. Okay, that's good. Not that strong. Now you're giving black a chance to block this way. So yeah. What else do you think? Erin. Let's hear from Erin.
I raised my hand by accident. Sorry.
Oh, you did. Okay. Luke, what do you think, Luke?
I have two ideas. One is the shocking rook e8.
Rook e8. Okay, check. Now what?
Now I was thinking something like queen captures.
Queen takes.
My bad.
Check.
Now what?
Now you move your rook over. Now you're threatening mate in one.
Okay, but still a little bit too slow because now you're giving black a chance to block.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And
Giving black.
yeah.
Right. So.
And my other idea was queen a4 check, but then he just blocks.
Queen
A4.
A4 check. Okay. Yeah, he can. Yeah, again, he can just block like this.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So okay. All right. So let's see. So actually, his move was he actually sacrificed. I'll give you a hint. He sacrificed another piece. Edward, what do you think? Any idea?
Rook E8 check.
Rook E8 check.
King take.
Okay.
Bishop takes F7.
Okay.
Queen A4 and Queen H.
Queen H4. Okay.
I think I know.
And then Knight D5.
Knight D5. Okay. Maybe he can. Let's say you can maybe come back like this. So yeah. He's defending. Black is defending pretty well, right? He's defending pretty well. So we need
Wait,
something stronger.
This is looking like a smother mate.
Almost. Oh yeah, almost. But yeah, not quite. All right. So we need something
I think
strong. Yeah.
I think you go rook on F to F4.
Yeah, rook takes F4 is the move that he played. So why did he do that? Why
To
did he
lure
do
away the
rook?
bishop.
Say again.
Yeah.
To lure away the bishop.
So now, what if the bishop? Okay, I'm not gonna move it, but I want you guys to visualize it. Bishop takes F4, and then what can white do?
That's mate. That's now the rook. Now the rook E8 idea works.
Okay, so rook E8, and then what?
Then queen
Takes.
the
F7
F7
and then Queen
And then?
F8.
and queen F8.
Excellent, very good. So this bishop
We
was doing a
found
good
it.
job. The bishop was doing a good job of defending C8, right? So white said, I need to lure away this bishop from defending C8, and therefore rook D8 now will be threatening mate. It was gonna lead to a forced mate actually. So yeah, bishop takes F4, rook E8, another rook sacrifice.
Resign.
So notice all of the sacrifices that these people do. Very forceful moves when a king hunt
Very scary.
is underway, right? Very forceful moves.
Very scary.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So any questions? Everybody good with this one? So isn't this? I thought this game was interesting because you see how many times white was luring the queen away from the center, right? So you can use pieces called a decoy. You're decoying or luring your opponent's pieces away from protecting certain places or protecting their king, right? And that's a good way as well. That's a good reason to sacrifice as well. Yeah, Edward, you have a question?
Oh, I forgot to lower my hand.
Oh, okay. All right. Good job. Good job. Okay. Wow. I'm surprised they haven't. I'm surprised this is pretty long. Okay. All right.
This is why I don't like digital hands. You always forget to lower them.
It's okay. Okay. So here's another game, another miniature. Mariusan versus Bortnikov, 1974. Okay. So let's see how this miniature went on. We have a D4 game. Finally, so many E4 games, right? Finally, we have a D4.
Oh no, it's not a gambit.
No, not really. Okay, bishop takes C5, E5. Okay. Interesting. He does a counterattack on F2 instead of moving the knight. Okay, takes. Okay. Ooh, so he did. So why do you think white took the bishop? Why do you think? Why did white take the bishop? Why do you guys think?
Hold on 1 sec. I think I know. I'm just doing one thing.
Why did white take the bishop? Anybody? Anybody have any ideas?
I think it was mate if he didn't take because of queen f3. Oh, no, that's never
No,
mind,
it wasn't because of mate. I think the reason he took
He
was
wanted
to
to lure the queen.
yeah, exactly the same reason we saw in the other game. The queen was lured away by the bishop sacrifice and the rook sacrifice. Here, the rook sacrificed itself to lure the queen away, and now we have queen d6, threatening mate on actually this does two things. It's pretty good move. So this threatens mate on e7 at the same time as protecting a2, right? So black is forced to defend against mate, right? And now what do you think is the best move for white here? Best move for white. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Best move for white here. Yeah. Oh, almost done. Got 1 minute. What do you think? Best move for white.
The only idea I have is knight d5.
Knight d5. Actually, okay. So now it's related to the idea that this pawn is protected on a2, on h2. So now white goes bishop e3. Very powerful move. So now look what happens to this queen. This queen goes all the way to the corner. h1. The queen is trapped, basically. The queen can go nowhere. The queen is exactly in the other game. The queen is completely separated from his own pieces. Completely. So let's continue. Let's finish off. How does this finish off? So, okay, knight e4, knight takes f6, knight c6, knight to d5. Okay, and he didn't take the knight, right? Because we have forking here. Okay, so knight there. Okay. Oh,
I think someone else should lead a stretch